Deliver green, deliver queen. The Rattan Quercus. We're fixing to open this up, see what we got in the box, put it together, and do a review. It's packaged well. Looks like it's packaged in there pretty good. Padded seat. Right here. 4.5 amp fast charger. 48 volt. It's a 20 amp hour battery, so 4.5, 4 to 5 hour charge. UL certified. The plug. This box, we've got a headlight for the front. We also have a display with the controller, a little bag from Rattan, pedals so you can pedal. They give you some wrenches to help put it together, and the manual. I hope it's got pictures. And we got pictures. What's in that box? I like that. The display and controller. The 4.5 amp charger. I like that 4.5 amp charger better than a 2 amp charger. First off, we want to get the battery on this charger so we can get that charging up here. Front fender, plastic. 180 millimeter rotor, 4x20 inch fat tires with knobbies, and they are Kendra Crusade Sport tires. Axle. I highly recommend, if you don't have any grease, they didn't send them with this bike, so I would recommend putting some grease on the axle, and then slide it right on through. On here you're going to put the big spacer on one side. Your small spacer goes on the side with your brake caliper. Then you're going to have your two washers. There's a little clamp in your brakes. You want to pull that out. Once you pull that out, you never want to squeeze your brakes, or else you'll have to go back and adjust everything. And we'll slide right into play. You got your two nuts and your two other washers with the bent spot on it. That's you're going to take the wrenches they give you. Take this down until it's snug, and start on the other side. I like to go back and forth, so I keep my axle pretty much the same. You'll see one says L, one says R for left and right. I like to take a little grease and put on my threads. I've already got grease on that one, you can see. That chain guard is a good thick chain guard. That's a lot of times these are real thin. That's good and thick, so that's a good guard there. So far, looking at the bike, it looks well made. I mean, it is solid. The welds are really good on it. Just looking at it so far, the crankshafts look good and beefy. I can see why they call it an oak. I like this right here. I don't like when they just plug in. I do like when they screw. That's a less chance they'll get pulled apart. Now you got your plastic fender. You hold your brake. You can walk those down like that. Now this double kickstand right here I do like for doing this. That way it's not tilted over. I do like it for that. Most of them are just a side kickstand, so actually I'm probably going to take this side kickstand off and keep that bottom one because I really do like that. I'll just have to ride and see. Got a key mount here. unlock that, and then once you unlock it, you just turn your little lock there. It will come right out. And the battery states it is a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery. They did say this was Samsung cell batteries. I guess I could look that up right there. Shenzhen World New Power Company Ltd and just see what that is. But it is a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery. So let's get that on the charger real quick. If you're wondering about the bike, it has been easy to put together. That's no lie. For the fender and the light, we're going to take off this bolt. It's going to slide from the back in. Put your light on, and then your fender bracket, and then the nut will go right in between them all. Next to go on will be your display. Your two clamps. And these will go around your clamps. Once you get that on, then you're going to want to come over here. You're going to put your controller button. I'm going to put my positive on top. I honestly think I'm going to mount mine there. But that's just personal preference. Because when you put it right here against this, it's got a curve to it because that handlebar, like a BMX style handlebar, and it turns fast. So what you're going to do next is you're going to plug in your wires, be of course green to green. And then you've got the red to red, same thing. And your bike is put together. I'll have to wait till dark to adjust my light. Putting this together is super simple. All I had to do is put the front tire on, put the handlebars on, plug the display, the notch. I actually ended up putting this here because up here it's got an angle, and I like stuff to look kind of straight and like it belongs right there in that spot. And when you put it there, it doesn't like belong there because it's got a little angle because this starts dropping so fast. So I'm gonna put it here because I like it there better. First impression of the bike is it's a good looking bike. I mean, on the internet, you're going to think this back rack is huge, but it's not. My first impression is this is a gorgeous bike. I'm going to charge the battery up and get it to 100% before I take off, and then we're going to go out and fill some. I'm going to make sure I tightened everything up real quick and tell you what I think about it. So stay tuned.